All right, so our morning, I am elevated. My awareness is always expanding as I rise to my highest good. There's our positive, uplifting affirmation for the day. I'm elevated. So today, bring elevation, being elevated, into your forethought. And that's going to be what's driving us through our practice. I'm elevated. So how can we feel a little bit elevated today? Well, first of all, we woke up. So there's a start. Let's start in our wide horse stance. Toes out, heels in. By the way, my name is Ashley. Welcome to this practice. I love this morning practice. And we'll take the knees and bend them. And we do it simple. The first section of our practice is breath and head to toe warm up. So hands by your thighs. As you inhale, draw the hands up to the shoulders. It's a Tai Chi style base breath. And the exhale, hands come down. Can you do that a few more times? Finding a deeper breath, feeling the full capacity of your lungs. Start from that belly, rising up. And do one more. Take a deep breath in. Hands up to the shoulders, full breath. Find another sip of air at the top. And then exhale, hands come down. And then keep the hands just regular by your sides as you take your gaze and look over. Let's go over your right shoulder. Just take a gaze at the neck twist. Head to toe to begin. And then take your gaze over your left shoulder. Gazing forward, keep the knees bent. Look up and look down. And then rock your head side to side. Especially in this morning practice, want to get any kinks or cracks or tightness out of the neck. If you have tons of tightness by the neck, you might need to rethink your pillow. And then bring your head back up to the top. Let's give it a big shoulder roll. Up, back, and down. Do it again. Big shoulder rolls back. And then switch directions, just a couple of them. And we're getting into those shoulders. So let's take our arms and expand them. Let's go 90 degrees. Press the palms back, open up, and then rotate the hands. So you're pressing the palms back again, except, opposite. And then lift up. Again, keep the knees bent and down. I don't do this movement a lot, but it's great for the rotator cuffs of the shoulders. Keeping the elbows at shoulder height. Okay, one more up. And one more down. Let's do those shoulders a little bit more. Bring the hands down. Make fists in the hands, and we'll do both hands at the same time. Stay bent in those knees. Again, we're building strength in the lower body. Fists with the hands, and we take those hands up and around. So a big circle. So it might be a slow circle to start with. You get more comfortable with it. It can be faster. And then switch directions. Yeah. Other direction. You get used to this pattern of our movement. You can do it on your own. But I love seeing you here. So thank you for joining. And then bring it down. Getting into the wrists, just give your wrists some rotations. A little bit of movement. If you want to turn some music on too and dance, I'm all about that. I don't do that, but it'd be awesome. Shake it out. You're going to be using your hands a lot today. If you're on a computer, on your phone, you need to make sure you can wiggle those fingers. All right, heading down the body a bit more, down to the waist. So we do a few twists to get our metabolism going. So we take your hands just off the hips, just off. We take our elbows and shoulders forward and back. So you're just moving in this midsection of neck to hips. Hips stay forward. And again, can start slow. If waking up to you is like extra stiff, or you just become a little hummingbird. Can you get a little bit more twist in there? Might mean you have to slow down a bit. Keep your gaze forward. Good. Then we move on to a movement called Tibetan body pounding. Tibetan body pounding. It's making vibrations in our lower back and collarbone. So little taps where your lymph nodes are, and you relax in the hips a little bit. Get that detoxification going. Right, and then release that. Give it a little shake out. Let's take those knees a little wider. And I want to do some, let's go pressing tigers today, or tiger whirlwinds. Pressing, you can call it what you want. So you bend the knees deep. Take the hands over to the right side. As you inhale, take the arms around, pivoting the feet. Exhale, pressing the air away, or just pressing your hands away. Take an inhale, whirl it around. Exhale, press. So it's also getting into a little bit more of the legs. So we shift from side to side, but also core strength. Do that here. Take an inhale, soft around. Exhale, strong. Engage your core and all things that come with it. Inhale around. Exhale, push. Biceps, fingertips, everything. Do 2 more. Soft on the inhale. Exhale, squeeze. You're gonna switch to a side lunge, open arms, side lunge. You can even block with your hands or just keep them open. Cross in the center, side lunge. Side lunge. So now shift side to side without picking yourself up. Getting to those inner thighs. And the hands can, be wherever they are. So if your movement doesn't look like mine, that's okay. There is no right or wrong way. There is a safer way for each person's body, but no right or wrong way. So explore with your movement. You're getting elevated. All right, step those feet together, reach up, and then take the hands down. We get into the lower body. I'm going to take one leg, step it back, pick a leg, it's any leg. Ooh, step back, hands by your side, knee comes up. So this is called knee kicks, but not too fancy. And we're hanging out, working core strength, balance, and then eventually, if you'd like to straighten the leg, hamstring flexibility. And this is not the highest I could ever go. Yes, we want to get elevated, so we get our gaze up, foot up, but don't fall over. So we got to ease our way into it. This is a very different movement than it would be at 6 p.m., a different time of day. Okay, switch sides. Knees first, knees first. And when you're ready, you want to extend the leg, kick it up, look up. And bring it down. And last thing that we'll do, and I just really like these, sometimes I skip them though, is a crescent kick or crescent knee. So you take one leg, the one that's in front if you're tilted to the side, knee goes in and around, in and around. With any of these movements, start slow. Slower you go, the stronger often that you'll get. But when you find that balance, We can go a little faster. This is one too, you could straighten the leg. I don't like to do that, it's too early for that. And then switch sides. Other arm or other leg, arms hang out. And if you want to get all, fight stance style, martial arts style, yeah, blocking, that's cool. You do your thing. Chaturanga arms. Just get your arms out of the way. Good, and we're going to take it down. All right, next up, and I'll tilt my camera just slightly, we do our sun salutations. Oops, sun salutations. So let's come to the top of the mat. It might be cut off, that's all right. Top of your mat. Sun salutation A, and we'll just regularly do sun salutation B in our meditation, and that's our practice. So take your hands and reach up. Exhale, forward fold. We do the first one a little slower. Ooh, bend those knees. Lift up halfway, hands on the shins, lengthen through the back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step your feet back to plank pose and pause. Notice if today you'd like the knees down, but just hold here. Breathe, find strength. Shift forward on the tippy toes, hug the elbows to the rib cage. I'm going to go knees down today, for the first one at least. Press the heart forward, lift the shoulders, draw them back, up dog. Look down, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, down and facing dog. First down dog. Bend the knees a couple times. And then feel light. Give yourself a little bounce. Bounce. Look forward. Ready? Step or jump. I'm going to step to the top of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Rising up, bend the knees, reach out to the side and lift up. We'll go right back down again. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands down, step back, plank pose. We'll do one more sun salutation A. From the knees or the toes, looking just in front of the mat. Exhale as you take those elbows in, bend them. You could even come all the way to the ground. Up dog or cobra pose. Cobra's a little lower. Press into the hands, downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Find stillness in this one. And then walk your feet forward or jump, it's always an option. Half lift, forward fold. Rising up, little bend, reach up. Now bend the knees, take your hands to your heart and sit into a chair pose. Pause. Soften, shoulders, abs in. Sun salutation B, you're gonna add some lunges. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. We'll do it a little differently today though. And go ahead and step your left foot back into a lunge. Into your crescent lunge. From low lunge, reach those arms up. Crescent lunge. So the back knee's lifted. I'll switch here. Right leg is forward. Awesome. Then open up. Right hand goes forward, left hand back. Back heel spins down. Warrior two. So wide stance. Shoulders soft. Bring the shoulder blades together. Press the pinkies back. Flip the right palm, the front palm. Reach straight up. Left hand down the back leg. Lift it back up to warrior two. Elbow to your thigh, side angle, just a quick one. Back up to warrior two. And bring that left arm down and around as you lift that back heel, reach up. Hands to the ground. Step back to plank pose. So you can go straight to downward facing dog or going through, if you're ready for that vinyasa flow. What we often call vinyasa flow. That right leg, the one that was forward, lift it up, give it a bend in the knee, open up the hip, rotate through that ankle. And then lengthen that leg up high. Step between the hands once more into a lunge. Pause there, fingertips on the ground, look forward. Exhale, step both feet, step the back foot forward, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, chair pose, sit back, hands at your heart. Pause. Go back to this way. Get a little lower. One more breath, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift. And step the right foot back into your crescent lunge or low lunge at first. So wiggle that foot far back. Front heel and back ball the foot, your feet pulling together. Rise up. Open to warrior two, back heel spins down, arms open, looking over left fingertips. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Reach high, look up, lengthen, try to reach for something that's way up high. And then back to warrior two, a quick side angle. Right arm reaching up, forward. Back to warrior two, lift up. Right arm down and around, pick up that back heel. Hands to the floor, step back, plank. You can do vinyasa or head straight to down dog. Lift and elevate that left leg. Rotate through the left ankle. Then lengthen that leg straight up or keep the knee bent but hips level and neutral. Step between the hands. Both feet step forward, back foot steps forward. Half lift. Forward fold, chair pose again. One more time, reach up. Hands to heart. So from our chair pose is where we're actually going to come to seated. So if and when you need to use your hands, awesome, do that. Or reach forward and start to lower down slowly. So you're sitting on your heels. Be mindful of the knees. Reaching forward a lot, round the back and sit back to our seated pose. Knees open wide, feet together. Hold on to those feet. Take a deep inhale. With a flat back, lean forward, press the elbows towards the thighs. Gaze and heart forward. All right, lift it back up. Just going to simply cross the legs. Cross your legs into a seated pose. Sit up nice and tall. Reach that right arm up. Reach up. Left hand down by your side. Take your hand to your knee and just twist. Last little bit of length before we come down. Seated for our meditation. Reach that right arm back up. Place it back down. Left arm reaches, inhale. And twist. Hold on to the knee, look back. All right, reach up. Both hands down. Reach forward, round the back. And take the hands behind you, reach, look up. One more time, reach forward, round the back, seated cat and cow. Inhale, hands behind you, lift the heart. And then come into a position that's just neutral. So sitting up nice and tall, sitting comfortably, and if you have like a pillow or meditation cushion, you can pop onto one of those. And we conclude our practice with a meditation. Our meditation today, I'm elevated. That's our affirmation. Or elevated, elevation. My awareness is always expanding as I rise to my highest good. And my awareness is always expanding as I rise to my highest good. So sitting up nice and tall, I invite you to close your eyes or keep your eyes open looking down. Rest your hands where comfortable. Could be backs of the wrists to the knees, palms up, palms down, or one hand over the other in your lap. And typically we favor one side, right over left or left over right. So choose what feels good to you. As we go through these next few minutes together, know that at any time you can adjust and adjust your body, situate to feel something different or more comfortable. So sitting up tall, let's become elevated together. Pay attention to your breath. It's fluid, soft, in and out through the nose with no effort, but just start to notice it. Imagine your body lifting. Even off the floor, you get lighter and lighter with each breath. And no matter where your mind starts to wander during these next few minutes, allow it to go there without attachment. Let each thought drift in and then out. As you come back to your center, you come back to your breath, you come back to feeling elevated. All right, start to take a deeper breath. Wiggle your fingers, maybe your toes. Blink your eyes open. All right, together, take an inhale, reach those arms up, connecting at the top, and then bring them down to your hearts, where we seal it all in and hold everything next to our hearts. Take one more inhale, and let it go. A nice exhale. Right, that was our morning movement and short meditation practice. Today, go about your day feeling a bit more elevated, coming to your higher awareness and rising to your highest good. So thank you so much. And I hope to see you, of course, tomorrow for another day of morning moves and meditation. Namaste.